Hello my friends, relatives, esteemed colleagues. This video is geared especially to my medical colleagues. Please listen to this, because this is the typical way how we doctors are being taught how to destroy a life and how to create misery and permanent patient. Yesterday I was visited by a 30-year-old young woman, just turned 30, with her husband. And when she sat down, immediately she had to put drops in her eyes. I had fan on very low because it's very hot here. And then her cousin, that is my friend who actually brought this young lady here, said that she's a little hot, so I put fan slightly stronger, and immediately this young lady, client that came, had to put more drops and could not keep eyes open. That's how dry they were. So I actually had to stop the fan, and my wife put fan from behind so it doesn't hit her anywhere near eyes, just in the back. And I asked, well, what is your problem? What bothers you the most? And she started saying that, well, she has a problem with hypothyroidism, and then she is taking a hormonal supplement for it. And then she said that she has polycystic ovaries, and she cannot have baby. I have to read this because there is so much crap. She also has resistance to insulin, so her sugar keeps to go high. It fluctuates, it's just starting. Diabetes too, no? Complains on dry eyes that it is so bad, and for years, that sometimes she actually lost the vision temporarily. And now, if she is behind a computer and doing something, that all of a sudden she cannot focus at all unless she puts some water in the eye, some drops. These are drops. This is pharmaceutical, medication for eyes in this condition, prescribed by her doctor. Then she complains that she has fibromyalgia. She feels tired, she cannot really walk. Sometimes she's also veterinarian, but she cannot work because she absolutely is more and more chair-bound. A young woman. Her husband loves to go to the nature, big muscles, he's exercising, and his wife is falling apart. Then she says she has herpes outbreaks, lips and nose, and suffers from constipation. She experiences digestive problems. Sometimes she does not know even what to eat, and she even has feeling to vomit and painful stomach. Often she gets conjunctivitis, inflamed eyes, red, very sensitive, and suffers from terrible headaches. Okay, so this is basically that she said. Now, obviously, everyone who is familiar at least slightly with my work knows right away this woman is terribly, terribly dehydrated on blood level. And if that happens, she must be toxic and dehydrated on cellular level. But because of the dehydration, I immediately ask question. So please tell me what's happening with your menstrual cycle. And she says, well, I menstruated late with 15 years old once, and then for a whole year nothing. And at 16-year-old, I menstruated again. And then I was menstruating on and off irregularly. So I was checked by doctor because I had dry eye problem already, not good vision. I had to be helped. So doctors checked my blood, and they discovered that I had hyperprolactinemia. Prolactin was high, and prolactin is a hormone that usually secretes for milk production when a woman is pregnant, but she was not pregnant. Actually, then doctors noticed that she was very low on progesterone, so she had all the symptoms already of going in menopause. And she was this young kid. And I have to recall how the things happened. So basically, they start giving her pills to control her menstruation, because she just wasn't menstruating. So they gave her birth anti-conception pills, birth control pills, hormones. And with this, of course, when you stop to take them, you menstruate. And this way they induced menstrual cycle, more or less regular. So I explained to her, look, your only problem that you had from young age is that you were low on plasma. You must be from family that has more money, so you start eating crap as a child. Cookies, sodas, bubbly drinks, all the toxic poison. And you got very dehydrated because your body wants to eliminate it and then runs out of minerals. And because you are told not to take salt and did not drink water but drink garbage, toxic garbage, you keep cleansing and losing water and losing minerals. And your eyes start dry up. Well, you dry up on many levels. Came constipation. I'm sure that happened early in life. Digestive problems, dry eyes. And I said, because you are low on plasma, your cells are becoming very acidic because they are toxic also. They cannot cleanse. And your joints are going to start getting weak. And you will dislocate easily. You will hear everything clicking. And she says, oh, yeah. Very often I put my hand like this and all of a sudden it goes out of place. I cannot move it, so I have to actually pull it a little bit and then it's okay. And I said, well, you are in danger of getting hernia, because when you have already so dehydrated muscles that they don't hold even the joints in a place, then all muscles have problems. So, of course, you have digestive problems because you probably have problem with hiatal muscle, so you have a backup of acid coming from the stomach. Probably pylorus also doesn't work, so you have too much acidity going into your intestines, creating all kinds of problems. All cellular dehydration, muscles dehydrated, sphincter don't work right. Of course, we have a problems there. And if next progression is, thank God that you cannot move much, because first time you're going to try to lift something, you're going to get hernia, because your stomach wall, the muscles that hold the stomach cavity, they are brittle. So any pressure, your intestine is going to shoot out. And she was like, whoa, whoa, I don't want this to happen. Yes, you're falling apart, and now you won't worry about hernia. I said, you probably are also losing a lot of hair, because very toxic blood is toxic because of low plasma. Low plasma, you don't actually cleanse much through kidneys. You cannot even cleanse much anymore through intestines, because you don't get diarrhea, you actually get constipated. So we are extremely low on plasma. So the only cleansing that can go on is through the skin. And where you sweat more, this is where you're going to have problem. So most likely you also have vaginal discharge, itchy crotch, probably itchy underarms. You're, oh, my skin started itching also, and my skin is getting hard, and toxins are coming out. I said, well, you're going to get dandruff and you will be losing hair. Oh yeah, I was losing hair, but every time I get, now when I'm under hormonal treatment, and I have regular menstruation, then my hair is okay. If I miss menstruation, my hair goes down. So, pango. Okay, with menstruation you cleanse your blood, so you throw out a bunch of toxins, and then you rebuild with fresh blood, diluting the toxicity, so the hair is okay. As soon as you miss period, toxicity of the blood has increased because it was not cleansed, and hair starts falling off. Why do men lose hair and women don't? Because men don't menstruate. And they continue getting polluted, and toxic blood, since scalp is very well vascularized, a lot of toxicity comes here, starts shooting out, and you lose hair. Not beard, hair. Usually first here, and then to the side, because this is the most vascularized, the most blood comes right here to keep shielding the brain from overheating or overcooling. So now, colleagues, please open your freaking eyes. You had this young girl, she started her problems with 15. Probably earlier with other stuff. I just couldn't go anymore in this details because I was already breaking down, seeing this beautiful young woman becoming invalid. 30-year-old, can barely move, and pronounced with fibromyalgia. Something that doesn't exist. None of these diseases exist. It's all something we have been duped in thinking that it's a problem. You see, it's hormonal problem. We gotta fix the hormone, steroid, hormonal problem fixed. Okay? Going into menopause, low progesterone. Let's give her progesterone. Oh, let's control the hormones. Remember, we are being screwed up by the medical system. If you don't wake up, you are only doing harm. Everything starts with a toxic blood. And blood is toxic because it's missing water, cannot cleanse itself. Cleansing organs will stop cleansing if there is no water. If you lose water in a house, the dishes will be piling up, the house will stink. Same happens with the body. You start stinking, you cannot cleanse. And bunch of problems occurs. So dehydrated that she cannot lubricate even her eyes. And instead of hydrating her, drops. We have these expert ophthalmologists, they are shitheads, they are mechanics. Oh, okay, you lost a little vision, pop, 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 pop. Oh, you need this lens. Expert, I'm expert. You are a shithead. Okay? Hydration. My wife, as a child, developed myopia. When she was in the school, they said, what is this letter? On what letter? Her myopia was 4. Immediately, fake glasses. When I met her, she had permanent contacts. As soon as she started hydrating, the permanent contacts had to be taken out daily because they got so dirty that she started developing conjunctivitis. Conjunctivitis, American way. Conjunctivitis, Latin. And her eyes were cleansing and hydrating. 4 years later, bingo, she didn't need any more lenses. Now, myopia is gone. Everything happens because of toxic blood. And even baby can be born low on plasma because of mother's problem, eating incorrectly and poisoning herself while pregnant. And baby has to go into cleanse. And I recommend all mothers, when they have young babies and they are just on milk, still allow them to cleanse, give them plasma separately, bottle plasma, pop up. And you yourself, you have to hydrate and correct your diet to stop poisoning this child. Because of mother's problem, and then continuing with wrong food, continuing poisoning herself, this young, beautiful lady started with problems when she was supposed to have a ball. Beautiful time. So cystic ovaries, she wanted to get pregnant, she got married. Doctor said, no way you can have baby like this, but we can take the egg and then take it and transplanted it. Solution. How about freaking healing the lady and getting rid of these cysts? Yeah, but no doctor knows anything about it because no doctor knows anything about the necessity of plasma and the higher level of plasma. We all know, whoa, blood is dense. You have a very dense blood. We got to dilute it with anticoagulants. I'm not diluting shit. You want to dilute it? Give it plasma. Hydrate it. It will dilute. And then it goes into cleansing right away. Yeah, but that works against the pharmaceutical companies. Because if people cleanse, then all the diseases go away, so they have nothing will be selling. So how to prevent people from cleansing? Lie to them. Tell them that salt is very bad for them. They want minerals, they should eat greenery. All this is bullshit program that we are being told by schools. Doctors, please wake up. Wake up. You have destroyed life of this young woman. She is not the only one. I'm getting another client this morning in a few hours. I spoke to her briefly, similar problems. Those are kids. And they already cannot have child. Not only cannot have child, I even wonder how do they have sex? Because they are dry, which means they have to lubricate. Yeast infections, they are toxic. This promotes growth of fungus. Herpes, toxicity. Forget about the word virus, does not exist. It's toxicity, local toxin, and whenever there is slight detox going on, forced, the bubbles, toxic bubbles show up. Like when you expose your skin to the sunlight, and if you are heavily toxic, the plaque shows up as you burn. All toxic liquid. You get water retention. It's a retention of this toxic liquid that you start become saturated with when you start hydrating. The more toxic you are, the more chance of you is to have retention of toxic liquids. We have to learn the truth and allow it to penetrate. Get your egos down a little bit. You are not experts of anything. You are experts of bullshit science that doesn't serve anybody, not even you. Yeah, you get money. If that's all you want, well, I feel sorry for you. So, now you can see how doctors know absolutely nothing about healing, know nothing about how body works and why the symptoms appear. They just know, this and this and these symptoms, I was told that this means fibromyalgia, and what is it called? Well, it's a chronic problem, and it's most likely genetic. Anybody in family has it? You know, grand, you know, maybe somebody over there, you know, just ask, because it looks like it must be genetic. And if not, autoimmune, you got an autoimmune problem. Bang, bang, bang. Anybody who says that their client, their patient has autoimmune problem is an idiot. And now I'm calling doctors idiots. Because if now you cannot wake up, when you have this non-existent virus mutating, and nobody can even make a test and say that there is actually virus, because it doesn't exist. How can you make tests? How can you prove it? And now you're accepting that there are variants and another variant. Oh yeah, you have this symptom. Okay, your cold is a little less pronounced. Oh, that's Omicron. Yeah, you got Omicron. What if there is no virus? What if there is no symptom? You are asymptomatic carrier. And you must have Omicron. And because you know now it's Omicron season. Wake up. Please wake up. I hope that these videos have some impact on you. That will open your eyes. In any case, thank you for watching. Love you all.